Drew up here, Grim's house, and I came to check on him because he's been super upset about Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, rest in peace. I mean, super upset. So I don't even know where he's at. Oh, there he is. He's in his toy room. Grim.
Oh, I didn't know you were here.
Well, I came to check on you because you got your razor there, and you got.
I'm so sad. So sad. Why?
There he is. Well, it's tough.
Dude, he's the same age as our dad. Our dad is fine.
Our dad didn't beat his shit out of himself in the wrestling ring and be,
he was so fucking cool.
And, I mean, it's... Well, it's the best match.
And look, there he is. HBK and
right?
Razor Ramon.
That was,
sad.
Listen.
I don't even have all my Razor figures. They're all in storage still.
Well, I mean, you're setting things up. But how great is it going to be when you do get them all going, right? I mean, who knew that this was going to happen? Nobody knew, right?
They said that he fell the other day. And I was like, oh, man, that sucks. I'm sorry. I hope he's all right. And now he's fucking dead. He died. So, I guess now that we're filming, let's have a seat. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about, I saw your tweet.
Which one?
Well,
I put out like 100. I've just been tweeting nonstop about it.
Well, I'm not trying to say anything about me, Grimster.
Yeah.
But you said in the tweet how you walked out and you saw your brother watching Superstars.
All right, so let's just get into it. So the whole reason that I watch wrestling, that I'm a huge wrestling fan. Like, I was a casual before that. Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior. I mean, it was all cool. But, like, we didn't have money to buy the pay-per-view. We didn't do any of that stuff. We watched Saturday Morning Superstars sometimes.
And I got into it because of Ann Tracy. She loved the Ultimate Warrior.
Right, and he would...
And I started watching wrestling. You kind of made fun of me. And
I was like, you're getting all into this. And he's like, you got to check this out. He's like, you got to check out this Razor Ramon. And his promo came up. And he was like, hey, yo, Chico, Razor Ramon is going to carve you up. Next week, man, I'm making my debut. And I was like, yo, I gotta see this. So the next week, we put on Saturday Morning Superstars. I was excited. I was like, this guy Razor Ramon's gonna fight, right? He's like, hell yeah.
Okay, he's coming out.
Yo, when he came out and just started beating the snot out of this jabroni, okay? I was like, they don't usually do this. I thought it was always like, I'm like, no, he is slapping the piss out of this dude. And then he puts him up in the razor's edge and drops him on his head. I was like, I can't wait. I was like, when's he fighting for the title? When's he fighting for the championship? Because that's what I want to see. Yo, we got so into it. And sure enough, he went right into it. And that's what hooked me in, man. Scott Hall was the coolest.
I know, I've been kicking his theme song in the background.
No, dude, I've been watching videos over and over. Great moments from Scott Hall's career. Sit through the ad to pay the YouTuber who made it.
Yeah, right.
But, oh my God. Like, I don't think that a lot of fans, if you've been watching me a long time, you kind of know. But, like, if not, like, Razor Ramon is, like, the reason Grimm exists. Like, there's no Grimm without Razor Ramon.
Well,
there's no Grimm without Scott Hall.
I think what they don't understand is, and you'll pop for this, because I don't even know if this is passed through your brain in and out yet.
Okay.
About Razor Ramon. Being fans and whatnot. And it's cool to sit back and watch the things that Razor Ramon did and all that in WWF and hear those stories. But when you were a fan at the time, okay, and the pay-per-view was on, and it was you, me, the Ninja Twins, okay, and other friends that might not be around, but those were the four constant. And we were all going, Green. No, he's wearing blue. He's coming out in red.
Yeah, we used to predict his
right.
outfit.
And see who, and then we all popped. Remember he came out in that green, we're like, that's so cool.
You skipped a whole major part of the story, though.
What's that?
I'm literally friends with the Ninja Twins.
Right.
Because of Razor Ramon.
Right.
Okay? Because I seen him get dropped on his head. And then I went to school, and all of a sudden I see these dudes, and they're talking about Razor Ramon. I remember seeing them standing there doing the pose. Like this. And I'm like, yo, wait, you guys watch that WWF, Razor Ramon? They're like, hell yeah, man, that guy's cool. I was like, yo, I just got into it. And then I became a fan of Razor Ramon. And then I started hanging out with the Ninja Twins. And then we started watching pay-per-view together.
Right, like I said, Razor doing the...
And it was so influential to me. It got me hooked that I begged my mom to take me to the WWF events so we could see Razor Ramon. I remember our first one.
Yeah.
And we were right on the aisle. We were all the way back from the ring. Like, we were at the entrance gate. Like, right here, they came out. We were right there.
Right.
And they didn't have the big stage at the time. They just came out a hole. And and Razor Ramon came out right out in front of me. And I was like, yo, Razor. And he looked at me and he was like, you know, he didn't like tag my hands or nothing, but he looked at us.
He was too cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he was actually a bad guy at the time, wasn't he?
He was a bad guy.
Yeah, the bad guy. But, I've been sick.
That was the
93, 94.
Yeah, Mom.
Razor Ramon was my high school career, okay? And then he went to the WCW, okay? And I cried. I was like, no, Razor Ramon can't leave. WCW's going to turn him into something stupid.
Even more so, you were so mad when they brought the fake Razor and fake these.
All right, now listen. He went into WCW and became Scott Hall, NWO, and I was hooked. I didn't really even watch WCW. We put it on here and there. But now all of a sudden, now I'm hooked into WCW because I couldn't wait to see what was going to happen with the bad guy.
Right.
I'm messing up the YouTube video.
That's all right.
But, dude, I am just gutted at this, man. Like, we have lost so many wrestlers along the way, and now we've just lost another one. And Razor Ramon, still lives on for us, not just today going forward, but ever since we watched him. There he is. He's going to win the Intercontinental title. Yes. I do it all the time. We still say, hey, yo, when we see each other.
Right. Hey, yo.
Hey,
Answer
yo.
the phone.
Hey, yo. We do it all the time. And we still say, talk to you later, Chico. Whenever we get pissed off with somebody, we call him Chico. Right? I'm literally doing I'm saying I'm going to round you up, which is his thing. I'm going to carve you up. That's how influential Razor Ramon was to us. I remember this night. I remember laying on the couch, Monday Night Raw, Intercontinental title tournament, watching that match, rooting for Razor Ramon, being like, come on, there's no way the model Rick Martel's going to win this. Come on, Razor's got to win.
Right.
One of the coolest guys to ever do it, man. And I am torn up about this. I'm sick to my stomach.
More recently, too, is that, since our YouTube and our Twitters and you've made a lot of friends, you've met Scott Hall
a couple times.
Right. I've never had the interaction. I've never really met him. Okay? Never. So you met him, and then you became, I don't want to say friends with him, but he knows who you are.
Right,
friendly. He knows where you are,
yeah.
To the point where you go and you put a tweet out and he replies to shit.
All right, so it started because I was making Razor Ramon customs, action figures, and I made a bunch, and I made a video, and I tagged him in the video, and he was like, hey, yo, Chico. I was making the custom figures, and it was so cool that he acknowledged it, and I was like, oh my God, my favorite of all time. The wrestler that inspired me to become a wrestling fan and become a wrestler replied about my figures. How cool is that?
Right.
And then, I would say stuff like, we'd be in a feud. I'm in a feud with Jimmy Controversy. And I'd put on Twitter, don't sing it, bring it, Chico. And he would reply to my tweet.
He wasn't tagged. He wasn't anything.
Wasn't tagged.
Right.
Nothing. He'd be like, damn right, Chico. You tell him.
Give him hell.
Yeah. And then I would see him in person and I'd be like, dude, I was like, does it upset you if I say, your catchphrases and stuff? And he's like, I am honored. He's like, my stuff means that much to you. He's like, nothing's new, nothing's fresh.
Right.
He's like, use it, Chico. He's like, I was like, because I always do that in the ring. This is what Razor Ramon did. That's it. I do that still. I do it all the time. and I do the Razor's Edge all the time, and he was like, use it, Chico. Like, he was inspired and happy that somebody was so into his stuff that, like, I was recreating it. And Damian Priest is even now. Damian Priest is a huge Razor Ramon fan, uses the Razor's Edge. And so many people, I love, like, dude, I'm literally scrolling through Twitter, like, crying my eyes out. It's just every tweet is Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, and what he meant to people. And it's like, it wasn't just me. And I'm not just sad alone. I'm sad with the rest of the world. And, like, at least I know together we can mourn Scott Hall together.
Yeah, that's it.
And dude, he was one of the coolest ever, man. And if you guys are too young and you don't really know him, like, go back and watch some of this stuff, man. And you'll be like, oh, they did that stuff back then? Because the guys you see today learned it from the best.
Yeah, you.
Best. Love this dude, man. Like, and yeah, like, you know, I know him, he knew me, and, you know, I got to talk to him at HorrorCon, which was really cool a bunch of times. And, you know, he was talking about my videos, and he followed me on Twitter, and, like, he said something to me about my video. He's like, oh yeah, man, he goes, when you put that kid through the table, he goes, I thought you were gonna kill him.
Oh, I remember that.
And I said, wait, what? He goes, I follow you, man. I check out your vids once in a while. And I was like, Razor Ramon watches my show?
You totally fanboys.
I totally did. I was like, this is the coolest thing. Because I was literally inspired by him to do this.
Right.
Like, he was my favorite. I was glued to the TV when he was on. And now he's watching my stuff.
Right.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, he's Pop Man. When you're like, that's it. Like, I was like, yes, dude, thank
And
you.
it's funny, too, because, like, you know that he does because, like, he
Like, he
didn't-
knew about it.
Exactly. He didn't hear that somebody's, oh, yeah, that guy goes like this.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
no,
like,
he
he's
wasn't
giving you
bullshitting.
a detail from the video where he had to have watched that.
No, he told
You
me.
know, exactly.
And he
You know
even
what I'm
said,
saying?
I don't watch all of them. I'm not,
Yeah,
you know. But he
yeah.
goes, yeah, I come across it on Twitter. He goes, I click on it.
Which is awesome.
And I was like, thank you. I remember at HorrorCon, like, and it's not on film. I didn't film it. I was just having a talk with him. We were just talking. And I was like, dude, thank you. I gave him a hug. He gave me a hug. And I was like, this is like the coolest moment. It was just, and it was like, I didn't want to film it and make it a vlog. I just was having a human to human moment with a mentor, inspiration. And like, really, like, he's like my wrestling dad.
A legend.
A legend. And I'm gonna fucking miss him. Man. He's too young, dude. 63 years old. Like, why? Why so young? Why? Why are they all being taken from us? So, I just want you guys to know that I didn't even talk about it. Ebenezer Middlesdorf is like when I
With the Razor Ramon shirt.
yeah, like Ebenezer Middlesdorf was like, okay, I'm gonna make this crazy psychotic wrestling fan character. Well, what's he gonna wear? The Razor Ramon shirt, because that was the shirt that I had.
Why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he? And it's like, and Razor saw that. He's like, I always see you in the yellow shirt, brother. Like,
The original. That yellow shirt was
yeah.
the original.
He's like, I see it all the time, and you're picking. He's like, that's so cool.
Didn't you get that?
I got literally. They brought the shirt back,
They did.
right? Because
They did. They
because
reprinted that original
Hall
thing.
Thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
Hall thought it was so cool that I was wearing it, and he was like, "You like that shirt?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" He's like, "I'm gonna get them to make that shirt again." I was like, "Thank you. I need another one."
Yeah, I know that one's a little old.
Yeah,
I
and
need
it was
an
like
updated.
me talking to him, like, inspired him to tell WWE, remake that shirt. Like,
Right.
of all the Razor Ramon shirts they could have made, and all the Razor Ramon shirts they did make, they made that one because I was fucking wearing it, and he thought that was cool as shit. And, like, that's fucking awesome. And it's like, I know, he's not my family, he's, you know, it's inspiration. Like, I feel like I am who I am today because of Razor Ramon.
Well-
and I just want to say thank you, Scott Hall. Rest in peace, brother. We love you. I'm gonna say hey yo till the fucking day I die.
Pretty true. And growing up, you like see people get upset that somebody dies. Like you didn't know that guy.
Right.
You know, you get older and those things start to hit you.
Start to hit you, right?
You know, if you figure it out.
Like, you know, it means something to you, you know? And when somebody means something to you like that, you don't have to necessarily know them, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know them through their performance, through who they are, and just through Twitter and through the couple interactions that I had with them, you know? And it, to me, it's just the coolest thing. And I'm so sad that he's gone. And, like, it literally crushed me yesterday. Like, I didn't want to talk to anybody. I just So if you see me being quiet, people are like, Kim, where's the video? Where's your reaction? I'm like, this is the first thing I'm going to do is jump up and make a reaction. I want to fucking just legit cry my eyes out for a couple hours first. And I'm trying to get through this without crying. I'm just not doing a good job of it.
Me neither.
Well, guys, thanks for watching the video. We're going to have more GTS action coming up for you soon. But we are two brothers who love fucking Razor Ramon and Scott Hall. We are his biggest fans. I'm his biggest fan ever. And we fucking love you, man.
For real.
And family, you know, I even want Cody to wrestle. Remember I was talking to Cody, his son. I was trying to get Cody Hall to come wrestle with us on GTS Wrestling. And I think he was in Japan and he couldn't come. But, dude, Cody, I love your dad. And I don't know what we're going to do without him, man. We're just going to have to keep on trucking and try to get through this.
That's all you can do is just remember.
Yeah, just remember him. And he'll always be in my heart. He'll always be in Doo-Hop's heart. And I know that he's always going to be in your guys' hearts, too. And I've seen all the love all over the world. All over my Facebook, all over my Twitter, all over my Instagram. And it was just beautiful to see how much people loved him just as much as I did. And I love that. Rest in peace, brother. You're a fucking legend. I fucking love you.
A true legend.
A true legend.
Hang on to this.
Don't.
Something happened to this, something going
What
to happen
happened
to
to
you.
you? I say that all the time. Something happened to this.
I had to make a joke. I had
Something
to
gonna
laugh.
happen to you.
Sorry.
Yeah. Don't sing it. Bring it. Cállate and óyeme, chico. Razor Ramon is gonna carve you up. It's the coolest shit ever. What's the next vid? I want more Razor Ramon.
I'm probably giving you.
Stupid. All right. Well, we're going to go. We'll see you soon. Guys, thanks for watching the video. Please like the video. Leave me in the description below. All right. Leave me in the comments below your favorite Razor Ramon memories. What's your favorite Razor Ramon memory?
Probably that ladder match with Shawn
WrestleMania 10, right?
Yeah, he pulled Shawn
WrestleMania
Michaels'
10.
pants down. We got to see his ass.
I know that was your favorite part.
No, come on. That ladder match was lit.
Listen, I got so many of my favorite Razor Ramon moments.
Wow.
But I was jumping up and down at WrestleMania 10.
If you know that the ladder match is my favorite.
Yeah.
And that's probably the reason why.
Yeah. And, dude, but the thing is, even the WCW stuff was cool. Even the NWO was the greatest friggin' thing going. It sparked wrestling. Like, he changed wrestling. Him and Nash changed wrestling.
Yeah, we did.
And then when they came back to WWE, you know, and he fought Stone Cold at WrestleMania, that was like the first time Stone Cold did something different other than fighting The Rock for 5 years in a row.
And FYI, nobody will ever
Stunner like that.
Yo,
Yo, how many times when we're doing shows, we're wrestling, whatever, you know, he does the do-hop drop. Everybody's like, oh, I'm going to do the Razor Ramon cell. Oh, I'm going to do the Razor Ramon cell. And even Hawkins did the Razor Ramon cell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody tries to do the Razor Ramon. Why? Because he was the fucking coolest. Textbook coolest dude to ever do this pro wrestling. And I'm going to miss the shit out of him. I got to go before I start crying again.
Yeah,
I can't even eat.
We said goodbye 3 times already.
Yeah, I know. All right, guys. Hey, yo.